here is how to make my fancy bows. What you will need: tape, ribbon, and scissors. So you start with the ribbon and you take whatever you're wrapping. So say I was wrapping this gift. And you kind of gauge with no real method how big it is. You probably want to go maybe a little bit more than half the size. So that's the length of the ribbon. So I'll probably go about right here with it. And then you're gonna take the length of that, and make it on the same side like that, if that makes sense. And then fold it over and take a piece of tape and tape this together so it makes a circle. So now you have a circle. Then the tape needs to stick. Okay, so then you just you make a circle, keep rolling the ribbon around it. And again, there's not really a method to this. I just kind of estimate, but you want to go around enough times that you're gonna have a full ribbon. So, I mean, you just kind of gotta base it off of what if it feels. I really have no idea what to tell you. I just know it's full because it feels full.
Just stop talking.
So then, keep going. And that's probably good enough. So you can kind of see the thickness of it. I mean, you can go as thick or as light as you want, and that's gonna depend on how big. That will make your big bow bigger or smaller. But they look better when they're more full. So I guess rule of thumb, you could never have too much ribbon. You probably could, but you know. So then you fold them together, and I pinch the sides. This is a lot easier with the wire ribbon, which was why I was telling you I prefer the wire ribbon over the other ribbon, but you can still do this process with the other ribbon. So you flatten it like that, and then you fold it over again. So you want it to be even, and you fold it again, both sides. Then you take the scissors and you cut to a point, but you don't cut, completely off. You want to have a little bit of an area so it holds it together. So, as you can see, there's a point. Then you pull it apart, so it kind of looks like this, and you get the ribbon again. Now this part, if you're making something where it's gonna you kind of want it to hang off, this is the part that you're either gonna wrap around the present or you're gonna have dangling off, and you can twist it so it's pretty hanging off the ribbon. So in this case, I'm probably gonna do something along the lines of hanging off, just because that's the type of box I have. So I'm gonna make it not too long because it doesn't need to be. But if you're wrapping it around a present, you would want it to be pretty long, especially if you were gonna do the crisscross on the underneath part of it. So then you just cut that piece and make it even on both sides, and then tie it. Make sure you pull it tight. And then you start with one side and you find where the middle of this fold is so that when you pull it apart, you have, you know, all of the, like each side of the folds, you know, you'll get it when you're doing it. But each side of the fold to each side. And then individually, you pull, starting with the innermost loop, you pull it out like that, and then you twist it. And then with the wire, I kind of just like, I always kind of go like this and shape it so that it just makes it have a little bit more of a shape. And then you go to the opposite side and pull out the other one. And then you keep repeating this process. All right, and then you go to the other side, and then it doesn't really matter what side you start with, but the one side, remember you had the tape. So you can actually take the tape off and like pull that piece out. And then repeat the same process. Okay. So now you have the bow part of it, and then you take all these little leftover non-loop pieces and kind of pull them to the bottom, because the smaller pieces can serve as, you know, what you attach it to the gift with. So say I'm putting it on this gift and I attach it like that. And then, like I said, you can do pretty much anything you want with these. I always take, ideally I would probably take something a little bit bigger, but, and I actually cut, like a diagonal, 'cause and then you can just take the, whatever round thing, probably something bigger than this. And roll that so that it. Well, that didn't work out the best. You can do it like that so that it kind of twists, or I've even done like crimping kind of. This looks really cool with like Halloween bows. So there you have it.
Wow.